Hey guys, Rob here, and I'm joined by Bhatti of Konami. We're going to be talking about the latest installment in Pro Evolution Soccer, PES 2016. The game will be released and mark the 20th anniversary for the series, and Adam is going to be talking to us about the new features and additions to the game.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I think one of the key things for PES as we improve everything like the visuals, the modes and the animation, what makes PES PES and separates it from everything and every year is the gameplay. And the focus for us is to keep developing on that, keep making a statement with how you play the game, making sure it's recreating everything and keeping it fun for you as well. One of the key features for us has been the player control, keeping it super responsive. I think it's been a number of years now where PES hasn't been performing the best, and last year was a huge change, and that's because we focused on the gameplay, and a lot of that was down to emulating some of the key features of the older games. You mentioned the anniversary and how we had some great titles back in the day, and a lot of that was based on feel and the responsiveness. So what we've done is we've really focused on player control, bringing in superstars like Neymar, and as you control and dribble with him,
let's just drill down.
Perfect.
Let's just drill down on that player control.
Sure.
So tell us in terms of actual gameplay, how has that improved, and what new additions are you bringing to the actual gameplay?
Absolutely. So the player control going forward has been really improved to give you the feeling that you're always in control. It's never out of your control. The animations don't lock. You never feel frustrated when you press the button or the stick. Your player moves or does an action straight away, and that's
so you're
going
trying to
forward.
make it more fluid, basically.
Super fluid, yeah. And then we get a lot of help from the AI with that as well. We've got some new advanced AI where it's about making the player never feeling like they need to trigger a run. So players are moving into space all the time, and they're reacting to space. Your right back will pass it inside and then move off the ball naturally and things like that. But to actually balance that as well with the gameplay, what we've done is we've brought in a brand new collision system for PES.
Oh wow!
It's never actually had one before. So last year it was quite awkward, and you did get a lot of locking animations. Now it's calculated on the fly. So where you're hit, sometimes you don't need to go down, and the player will continue. Or if he does go down and the ball is there to sort of be gotten again, he will get up faster and go and get the ball.
So it's not just canned animations; it's a bit more organic, I suppose.
Absolutely, and it actually extends into the aerial battles that we've brought in as well. So what happens is let's just say you've got a really big guy against a small guy. Let's just say Mertesacker against Evra, one really big guy, one small guy.
Right.
But at the same time, it might not be Evra's priority to win the ball. So because of the new collision systems, if you're not going to win it, maybe it's about putting the guy off and shoving him as he's going up for the header to make sure he misses it, or it's not on target or where he wants to go.
I want to know from you what you think makes the game stand out. What makes the game unique? There's a lot of competition in terms of football games.
Yeah.
Well, there is one major competitor.
Of course.
Yeah. Is there like a long-term plan in place here? Are you looking more towards the future? Because obviously you can't change the market. You can't change the rival. You can't overcome FIFA in a single year. It's going to take a long time for everyone to understand that PES is really great again, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a long-term plan?
Yeah, I think the key thing for us is, I mean, thanks to the Fox engine, our long-term plan can go on for years. I mean, this is an engine which adapts year on year. We're still playing catch up because the engine is evolving while we're working on PES, and it's a fantastic thing. So that secures our future in one instance. But you're absolutely right. One thing that we can't do is create one or two games anymore and think that we've convinced people. We have to prove it's not a fluke. We have to keep producing year on year, and there is a long-term plan when it comes to the gameplay, the visuals, the modes, and what we're doing. A really important thing that I need to say to everybody is that when PES was seen as the best, it was never the best seller. But so what's important for PES is it's that perception and it's that recognition that means a lot to us. We don't have all the licenses, and therefore we don't have the bigger teams, and therefore we don't have the overheads.
So it has to be better. I mean, that's exactly the thing you can win on, right?
Exactly. And how we win is on the things that we can control. We can't control licenses, even though we've announced some big ones. Yeah, exactly. But we can control the quality of our game, and that's something that we'll focus on.
Well, it's good that you've done this at the start of the console cycle, because you you've got 10 years.
Do you remember when PES started PS2?
Yeah.
PS3. That was when we started having a lot of problems, and
Yeah,
that's when
exactly.
PES dropped off.
That's right. Yeah.
No
of
more
course.
mistakes again.
Yeah, no, completely.
Yeah.
And but we were talking about licenses. I think
Yeah.
you do have actually. I think you have snagged one license, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, you have an exclusive competition or rights to a competition. Right?
Absolutely, yeah. Just a few months ago, we announced that we've re-signed the UEFA Champions League license for another 3 years. However, just announced at Gamescom, huge, big deal. We've just signed the UEFA Euro 2016 competition. The first time ever. I mean, you've sort of mentioned the competition. It's been held by EA since its existence, and it's the first time that we've managed to get a big license. I think it's a statement. You know, licenses are something that, as I mentioned, that we can't control. But I want everyone to know that as soon as something comes up, we're going to go for it.
Well, thank you ever so much for that, Adam. And for more analysis on Pro Evolution Soccer 2016, stay tuned to GameSpot.